Well, for the benefit of our business, we need to communicate with three distinct groups of people. One is our customers. That's somewhat obvious that we need to communicate with our customers to arrange deliveries. We might need to communicate with our customers regarding catalogues we haven't got back. And in general, for customer service, we will have to frequently communicate with our customers, so that's important. Small little aside is if you've got something out of stock that's not going to come within the normal 7 to 14 days, it will be good practice to ring the customer and warn them. Little things like that. So improved communication can improve the quality of the customer service experience. We need to communicate with our upline or direct sponsor for two reasons. One is your sponsor is not a mind reader, so they don't necessarily know that you're struggling or you've got a question or you happen to be available at that moment, because this is somewhat about availability. You will need to speak to your upline to ask questions and to discuss things about the business, much as a student in a classroom. Only the other students aren't going to point and laugh at you if you ask a question that might seemingly be stupid. If you go without asking a question, therefore you don't know something, you're operating in the dark and you might be doing something wrong. So if you have a question, you ring and ask your upline. On the other side of that, your upline wants to communicate with you because they want to know how you're getting on with the business. But what they don't want to do is to appear annoying, and they don't want to ring at inconvenient times. So one thing you can get straight early on in the business is if there's particular days of the week or particular hours of the day that you don't want to be available for your Kleeneze business or to discuss such things, draw that line in the sand with your upline, and then they know if they do want to ring you when it's convenient to. So communication with your upline. The other reason for communication with your upline is the tracking of your business. We would like anyone down the line from us to participate in the use of a tracker. And what a tracker does is sets clear goals for your business based on your needs and wants. So we would never ask anybody to do anything they didn't want to do. In the end, you may have joined Kleeneze for an extra £50 a week, or you may have joined Kleeneze to replace an income. In each case, you will need a business plan. That business plan will need to be tracked. And what a tracker does on a weekly and monthly basis allows you to compare your performance with your plan, and then allows you to make any minor modifications you need to make. So the tracker is as well as being a document, is an interaction between you and your upline. The third group of people that you will need to communicate with is the rest of the Kleeneze network. There's two main reasons for this. One is you will get support from people who are doing what you do, rather than maybe people around you who don't understand what it is that you're doing. And the other one is you will learn from people who are doing the same thing as you are. So there's two streams for this information from the wider network. One is the easy reach or voicemail system that serves two purposes. One is it's a out of hours, well, it's a round the clock voicemail system that means on all your advertising from a recruitment point of view, you can use a number that's always answered with a message, rather than your conventional landline that might go to message if you're unavailable. this system always goes to message, and will record the details of anybody inquiring about joining your business. That's one reason for it. The other reason is it's a source of information from the wider network, with regular messages from millionaires, including Rob Forster and Gavin Scott, who will send out hints and tips from within the network, from elsewhere in their team, or sometimes from us. We've even had easy reach messages sent out with useful hints and tips and all sorts of interesting information. And the other stream of information from the wider network is email. If you're not already subscribed to Gavin Scott's email message system, you need to do so. Details will be on the page that you've clicked this video, and you'll get a daily message from Gavin Scott with all sorts of useful information. You've got your emails coming in from Kleeneze, and you've got your emails coming from your upline. Now, that may be two different people, that may be your direct sponsor and maybe your gold or higher upline, but none of these emails are to be dismissed. Nobody would take the time to compose an email and send it to you with useful information in if we didn't expect you to read it and we didn't think the information was a benefit. So I would suggest that you read every email you get, and at least get to the bottom of it before you decide whether it applies to you or not. Okay, now on to the next subject, which is slightly wider than just communication, because one of the definitions of education is the communication of information. These are wider sources of information being communicated to you, and they are meetings, events and webinars. Now I'll actually start with webinars. Webinars have become very popular within Kleeneze because number one, it saves petrol, number two, it saves booking a room, and it means a group of distributors, whether they just be a local team or if it was Gavin Scott's team, maybe up to 25% of all Kleeneze distributors in the UK, essentially in one place at the same time via the internet. Now, the webinars serve two purposes: information, so we're having information communicated to us, hints, tips from successful people in the business, but it's also an opportunity showcase. In a sense, we can invite people who have expressed an interest in our business to attend one of these webinars at no cost and no great inconvenience, to be exposed to what Kleeneze has to offer. Okay, so I'll just move on to meetings next. One particular type of meeting is what we would call a business opportunity meeting, where we present the basics about Kleeneze. That serves the opportunity purpose, but the business opportunity meetings are also a place where you can meet with the wider network, other distributors such as yourself, and also gain information. At a business opportunity meeting, you possibly have a little training segment, maybe 5-10 minutes, but somebody telling you something useful or a hint or tip. And then events pretty much do the same. When I say event, I'm talking about larger events, either organised by a significant team in Kleeneze or Kleeneze head office themselves, where you will have several thousand people in a room. In the case of Kleeneze, it's somewhere in Birmingham, usually the ICC. Again, you're experiencing information, you're experiencing the support network of being around other Kleeneze distributors. You might meet up with people you've not seen for a few months. They might not have an effect on your income, but they might have an effect on your philosophy. And it's also an opportunity showcase in that you can invite interested parties along with you to these events to possibly get more information on the business, or to be exposed to just what Kleeneze has to offer. Because when we talk about information, we're not just talking about practical information, how-to information, we're talking about philosophy, self-development, and all those other skills that go hand in hand with being responsible for our own business. Because let's face it, it takes a different type of person to be responsible for their own business rather than just be responsible to an employer. So for some of us who may have only ever worked for an employer, we need to gain these self-development skills as well as the information and the how-to. Because your success in Kleeneze is down to a combination of knowing the business and understanding the business from a practical point of view, but also developing as an individual to maybe do things that you haven't done before, or maybe do things that you have avoided before through self-development.